Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to full BZ Plus, all kinds of other fun mods like realistic fusion power. We are in the middle of working on production science, so we're picking up right where we left off. We're trying to get stone bricks off of this line because we switched it to being half stone, half bricks. That will happen soon, and we will connect that up here, which will get us rails running fully. And we're in the middle of getting tungsten carbide and crucibles figured out. I think bricks and red circuits can probably go together. Because they're both needed for this as well, and that can just be a simple one that comes up. And then the other two, carbide and crucibles, will be made over here somewhere. So let's get that set up. Do I need undergrounds? I don't think I do, but I can just in case. Just do that. Oh, right, that doesn't work. This. Okay, so that will be the furnaces, and then we can check that off the list. So we need brick and red chip on this belt. Okay, so brick can do the thing we were talking about doing, where we split and then we do that, and it even happens to just be on the right side only. So that's my favorite. Taking something off the bottom line is easier if you're going up, and vice versa. If you're going down, taking something off the top line is easier. And then red circuit is on the top line. We will have it here. And then this one goes over, this one goes over. We do that, we do this, and then we pop it over. Technically, we could have... could we have? Wait, I can do that. Aha! Brilliant. Okay. So that's even better. So now I've got 4 out of the 6 provided. Nice, nice, nice. And now we need crucible and tungsten carbide. Oh, we can check that off the list, by the way. Hey, and we made it to stone. We can do that now. And there's a bunch of rails all ready to go. Cool. Okay, so that's done. And now we need a few other things. We also need sulfuric. Let me pull that over. I know it's pretty close. Has it kind of been on this level? Yeah, we'll just keep going with sulfuric then. That one there, and then just keep it going across. Okay, so sulfuric's over here for when we need it. And the nice thing is it's a tiny amount of sulfuric, so that helps. Because what's the... Did we ever look... Like, what is the sulfuric cost of oil? It's got to be tiny, right? 0.5 sulfur, which is like 6 petroleum. So I mean, sulfuric acid is roughly equivalent to petroleum, and that's with basic. So let's do a quick Crude oil. Actually, it's right here. We'll do this one. We'll switch to product input. So 10 oil. We'll just assume full cracking here with no productivity. Oil turned into sulfur, turned into sulfuric acid. It's almost 1-to-1. So, I mean, sulfuric acid is cheap. Because 10 oil is cheap. So, needing 2.5 sulfuric acid is not bad. With a little bit of productivity, you're going to end up with actually more sulfuric acid than oil. Anyway. Okay, so that's done. So next, we need tungsten carbide and crucibles to both be on this belt. So I think we're safe to do something like this and this. Crap. We're always missing the silica. Well, the good news is we need some silica anyway. From stone brick. And I think that's the only other thing we need stone brick for. And that's in the crucible recipe. They both need graphite. They both need tungsten. So that's a good note. We can do something like that. This can be graphite and tungsten. So graphite... and tungsten. Tungsten. Where's tungsten? Did we unlink tungsten? We did. There it is. Okay, so top of this belt. Oh. Yeah, that's right. And it doesn't matter what side of the belt it's on, because we're... You know what? I think it's cleaner. Rather than squiggling, we'll just do this. And remove these. Okay. So graphite and tungsten are in. Silicon goes in the crucible one. And we're going to need to do stone. So I'm thinking maybe we switch these two. Because then I can just do that for silicon. And we need some to make the foundries. So give me more, please. So we do that, make another one. I think we're going to switch them. And then we need a few more things. We need coke. We need... Oh, there we go. Coke, zirconia, and alumina. I think is all we need for those. And then that finishes furnaces. And then finally we need silicon and sulfuric over here to make the modules. Okay. So unfortunately we still need 3 more things. Zirconia and alumina can come straight up. And then coal will be a different one. Zirconia, alumina. Of course, they're not on the same one. So alumina and zirconia. It's almost perfect, but it's not. So alumina is on the bottom and can come up. Zirconia is on the bottom. Can also come up. And then they could meet. You know what's fun is if I waste a square on the side here, we can use that. Okay. Cool. So there we go. I assume the rates are very small. Actually, we do need 1.67 of each. So just to be sure, I will throw 2 inserters on that. I don't think that would be an issue. 4.4 a second. We need equal amounts. It's within the realm of, like, potentially not going to be enough, but I think it would be fine. Okay, and then we need one more foundry to make coke, and that guy just needs coal. So that can be really anywhere over here. And I actually would like it to self-feed. It's more efficient. I can just do that, and it'll keep it self-fed with coke. And then we feed these two, and we should be good to go. I hope. Sweet. We're almost there. And now I bring the sulfuric over. And up. And then the stone brick is needed, right? No, silicon. Let's put silicon on the coal belt here. You know, it's kind of funny. In retrospect, I could have just brought up both of these belts without without this nonsense. I would have had to have split things off up above here. So I'm not sure which one is smarter, or if they're both equally smart. But we did have another option. Because I needed alumina and silicon. I needed tungsten and zirconia. So maybe I should have just... I don't know. Kept them together from the beginning. Ooh, look at that. We used all of our undergrounds. Okay, 2 of these guys with wafers. And let's see. I think a good corner would be here. Get those going. And then we need red circuits, which are kind of messy because of this. This can move down one at 0 cost to myself. And actually, these, if we make these just normal inserters, these can do something like that. And then we can split and have inserters only, or red circuits only. That's not the word I was looking for. Do that. Okay, I need to go grab more undergrounds, but we are almost there. And we're going to need a very long belt back to Science Land. We're also going to need to refactor Science Land because it's currently only set up for 4 colors, and this is color number 5. Please. The hard thing about going faster is sometimes you don't end up walking in between. Of course, now it's working. But, like, you can skip over, even if you're holding right, sometimes it skips over, like right there, you saw it walked over the gap. And that actually really annoys me because it shouldn't happen. Like, if you're walking diagonally, you should always go inside any sized gap. But something about you move far enough in one tick, I guess, that it doesn't calculate seeing the gap. I don't know. Anyway, I need splitters, or undergrounds. So, that's always bothered me when that happens, and I don't know if there's anything you can do about it. The faster you walk, the more you miss the gaps with squeak through. Gosh, with the concrete and the red belt, actually I have belt immunity, so I guess it's just the concrete and my walk speed. You go very fast. Look at that. We got furnaces running, feels good. And then we need, let's just imagine beacons are here. So 2 spaces. And then 7. Something like that. And this is a simple 1 input, 1 output. So I think I'll do this. And maybe a few substations, actually. Can I make those? The answer is yes. Because I think this is the cleanest. And I'm trying to remember, can you use productivity on modules? And I think the answer is no. But I can't remember for certain. Ugh. Gosh, substations are so nice. Even vanilla ones, which don't have a crazy range. If Pyanodons doesn't automatically increase the range of substations or eventually give you substation tier 2, I will manually do it. Because this is such a small radius for Pyanodons that, like, that's one building. Or that's one building. I mean, they're so big. Yeah, anyway, I digress. That is not the topic of this. And these need to be on the outside. You usually can't. Yeah. I guess I could just look here. Yep, you can't. Okay. I think we're good to go. I think we did it. Bam. We are officially making Poiple Science. There are now Nexalit poles, which are like substations. Sweet. It's good to hear. Okay, so then we want only this color, so that worked out nicely. And where is the other science? Here. You know, I need Shift A to not be a thing. Also, why is it doing that? Why is Picker... I feel like Picker doesn't normally do that, does it? Maybe it does. I don't know. Flaberia, oh my goodness. Thank you so much again for the gift subs. 20 gift subs, oh my goodness. You are now officially on the top. Oh no. Crap. You are now officially at the top of the list. This is very appreciated. Okay, so we are going to... Ooh, this is getting tight. Alright, this is going to be a big mess, but we got to do it at some point. So the mess has to happen. We're going to remove all of this. Thankfully, nanobots make it a bit easier. I mean, look at that. They're almost done. And then we're going to make a new mess. And we're probably going to smush these together. And we'll skip over them rather than recreate it. Now, what was on this belt? The heck? Solid fuel, that's what it was. Okay. So that needs to stay there. But what I might do A gap of 3 is actually kind of nice, because that's one building. Anyway. Okay, so the labs now are going to have 7 colors of science, right? Isn't it 7? Because space science is number 7. Does anything require all 7? Not that it matters, you need access to all 7. Ooh, there is another science. Apparently there's a new science pack, so eventually we'll have 8. Anyway, I'm not sure without this science. I'm not sure if we can do it this way. Because, yeah, you just can't get far enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our first purples to do that science. We only need 50. And that lets us take advantage of the Bob's beautiful Bob's ultra long inserters, which are not in vanilla, but, and technically, since this game doesn't have, this pack doesn't have extra science packs, I would consider this slightly cheating, simply because we don't have any more packs than normal. We normally have 7. 8 is equally difficult as 7. So I am reducing the challenge a bit, but it's so much cleaner to be able to do this. So much cleaner. Okay, maybe I need a few more going here. Alright, so that'll get done in, I don't know, less than a minute. What's up, Sergeant Blaze? Okay, so we're gonna have to design this carefully. I think it works. We'll probably have enough space in here. And with all the craziness that those inserters can get up to, I'm almost certain this will work. And we want room for beacons on both sides, so we'll actually shift that over a little bit. Speed beacons so that we can productivity the labs themselves. Alright, 75%. I guess I could start thinking about this. So that seems like a natural place to start. And then we've got this one. So that's 2 covered. And then we need the third one, which can be this. It's very confusing looking. And then we just need the last one, which we may need to do something different, but we'll see. So for the last one, this looks weird. Oh, that's too far. Interesting. I may need to move these ones, because the easiest way to do the last one is the double long inserter, the ultra long boy, that picks up and drops off like that, which weirdly is for this sign. And actually, I don't love that. How much is the more rotation options? Also only 50. Okay, we'll just do that real quick. With the more rotation options, it lets you do literally anything you want within that realm. And so I can literally just place it here and move that one tile over. Right now you're limited to the 45-degree angles, but this unlocks all the other options. All these little empty spaces. So that'll make it simple. So then we'll just go back to what we had before. The reason I'm doing this is it's kind of annoying when the one that's inserting to this lab is not in this little chunk of 3 squares, but it's underneath. Because then when you're doing like one extra on the top, it's not going to have the inserter that actually inserts what it needs. So I like to keep them within their little confined square when I can. I could also do it if I alternated where the undergrounds were, because then I could just have, you know, this guy grab directly. Like the underground could be one tile more forward. But I think the cleanest overall is when all four are just straight in a row. Like that. I think that looks extra cool. And we could even do a substation in the middle for coverage of a lot of things and only do a substation like every 8 or something. So, that's the plan. So then this guy grabs from there, and then we flip him vertically. I'm very thankful the flipping controls work with Bob's adjustables. And that's it. So we'll take all this back. That's all set up. We'll copy, we'll actually cut that, move it over to here. And then copy that. Get rid of that substation. And now we'll go ahead and distribute some science. So our inventory is empty of it. We're gonna get more though when we move belts. It's fine. Okay, so that actually covers all of itself. And the one beneath it. And the one above it. So we only need one every 12. That's very nice. And then I think what we're going to do... Do we have enough space? 3, 1, 2... Dang it. I need to move this over one tile. Because then I'm going to leave a space of 3, and then I'm going to do it again. There. And I might even need to shift that all up a little bit, so there's room for the spaghetti underneath. My nanobots are not happy with me, and I'm going to need more of them. Flaberia, sushi would be a little too much for my purposes. But we could do sushi. The problem with sushi is that you have to have all sorts of crazy circuits because science isn't consumed equally. You know, the ratios change. So you need to have circuit conditions to make sure that you have the right amounts, which is sometimes just too much work. Alright. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave a gap of 2 here. We're just going to deconstruct this. Have a little gap of 2. And that's where these come in. I maybe should have made it a gap of 3 for the purpose of beacons. It looks nicer being a gap of 2, but I think it'll be better on the beacons. Speaking of beacons, this is too close for beacons. Alright. Cool. Cool. Need some more undergrounds. And some more labs. I don't know how many labs is the problem. I'm gonna start with 8. See if that's right. Red circuits are needed. It's annoying. Thank goodness for faster walking speeds. Meow. Need some solder. I need some aluminum wire. And there we go. Oh, I think 8 was the perfect number. Beautiful. Okay, get those built. And what happened? Somehow those didn't get copied properly when I moved it up 1 square. Everything else should be okay. I may have to build an extra substation here to connect the power. And we may need one outside to connect. That works. Oh, it's beautiful. How many is that? 72. The current number. And now we need mixing of all the things and red belts for all the things. Let's just redify all that. Move this. Okay, so purple comes over. And eventually this will be the one for purple and yellow, so we'll have purple go right, and then that is going to get inserted into a chest, which then gets outserted onto a belt. Just like the others. Okay. So I want the red and yellow, or sorry, red and green to be far right. I want this to be second. Military and blue. And then I want purple and yellow to be the next. And then eventually, when I have space and antimatter, that will be the fourth. Perfect. Let that build up. Chemical, let it build up a bit more. Same story with military. Those are both full. Good deal. And we've done it. 72 labs, all set up for all 8 sciences. Feels good. And I guess I need to offload all the science I picked up. And it'll just kind of get used up, and then these labs won't grab that color for a little bit, so I don't need to evenly distribute it to all of them. With all these labs, I need more than 60 SPM. Yes, yes I will. I just won't need to rebuild this for a while, is the goal. That's the goal. I also have titanium ore to get rid of. I don't... Oh, I picked that up top. Okay. Alright. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So I can research beacons. Seems like a good place to start. And then I can research yellow assemblers and electric foundries. That seems important. I could do coal liquefaction to get way more heavy oil when I need it. I can do... What all can I do? I can do plasma handling, which probably matters for fusion reactors. Oh my gosh, 2,000? Look at the cost of a fusion reactor. That's insane. I still need yellow, which I can do. If my goal is just to unlock a couple things, I can do yellow science. I just need low density structure, which 2219, it's all pretty easy. Yeah, I kind of gotta think about what direction I want to go next. I think I want to automate yellow science, even though I don't have the supplies for it quite yet, just so that I can do a few of these researches slowly. Because if I rebuild a lot of things now and then I do yellow science, then I'm going to rebuild a lot of things again. So I think I will go straight for yellow science. And then we'll go from there. It's okay compared to nuclear. Yeah, I'm just excited to try it, so I think I want to set it up as soon as I can. Even if it's not technically better than nuclear, it's a new thing, so I want to try it out. Fusion power. Imagination. I also still need to automate modules. That's big on the list. I need to make more red science, actually, is probably a big priority. Or, sorry, red science. Red circuits. I did build these to be beaconable, which is very good, because that means I can easily drop productivity into all of these. I need 48 productivity modules. But I need more silicon first. Let's start adding some things. Silicon smelting line is big. And then we're gonna need more red chips. And then we're gonna need to automate modules. Do I want to do all of that before yellow science? I think I do. Yellow science. So we'll put that on the bottom. Oh, control is down. So I think this is our current order. No. More red chips will be... We kind of need beacons and modules to do more red chips. And first we want to automate beacons. So let's take a look at that. What do beacons cost in this set of mods? Thermet. Green, red, steel, and optical fiber, if I remember correctly, comes directly from silicon. Is that correct? No, silica. So optical fiber is basically free. Very cheap. Unless you need a ton of it. Which we don't. 10 optical fiber is just 2 stone brick. So that's pretty easy. Cermet, on the other hand, I don't think we've touched. Or did we need Cermet for something? Where even is it? I would have... Oh, it's at the top here. I think I did need this for something. Probably like the Moho mines or something. So that is alumina, silica, titanium, copper, and zirconia. I guess I can find out. Cermet. Nope, we have not touched it. But it's kind of like spark plugs. Alumina, tungsten, copper, zirconia. Alumina, copper, zirconia, silica, titanium. So it's not all that different than spark plugs. The nice thing is these are all very easy to grab off of my bus. So we should be able to make those over near the mall. Because we don't need plastic. Oh, the red circuits, though. Blast. You know what I might do? This might be the first usage of... Dun-dun-dun. Oh gosh, we need gears. Sorry, hold that thought. Hold that excitement. Dun-dun-dun. Robots. We have some logistics robots. Oh, we don't have requester chests. Whoa. But we will once we have yellow science. It's all a mess. But I don't have red circuits over here is the only annoying part. But for now, I guess I can manually ferry them around. So we need titanium and zirconia. And that needs to be brought over and up. You know, that's a good question, Dave. Can red circuits just go back? I guess they can. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I've already done that once in this exact playthrough. We can just run that back. Kind of in the way there, but not a big deal. And let's see, because we want it to go up, the corner is kind of annoying. Also, someone asked the question, why did we turn a corner? I don't think I ever answered that. I think it was on Twitch even, and I just forgot to answer. But the answer is, we added another lane underneath, another set of 6. And so the reason I turned the corner is because I wanted the same amount of space between my bus and potential smelting. So I wanted this space to remain constant. So if I had just added 6 more underneath, then I would have had less space, and I would have had to move these down. So I just wanted a nice, equal space between the bus and my smelting. That is the answer to that question. Whether it was a good idea or not is debatable all day long, but it is why I did it. Alright, and then red circuits, I think, can go here. And at least in this case, is bringing plastic back here a good idea? Do I need plastic for any buildings? I don't even know if I do. What does plastic go in? It goes in electrolyzers and a bunch of the fusion power stuff, so maybe we'll leave it. That's supposed to be connected. So what is this nonsense? At least make it look sort of better. Okay, so we've got red, green, oh, it's the Cermet, right. Okay, so we need lots of things. We need alumina. We need silica for both. So alumina and silica, does that finish off everything I need? Because we've got zirconia, titanium, copper. And then we've got green, red, Cermet. Comes from those others if we have alumina and silica. And then steel plate, which is being made over here, and I will happily share the steel because it's not all that much for beacons. So that'll be my steel. Oh, I already had steel right here. No, that's not enough. Okay. I also, now that I brought these over, could make substations. Aluminum, lead, cable, steel, solder. We have the cable and steel here. Let's at least look into it. And we have lead here. So all we need is solder, red, and aluminum plate. Well, one of those is very easy. Captain True, we definitely will not be making a whole new bus. We might add some more to the bottom of it, but I don't think I'll need a new one. Especially because we have the Ultimate Belts mod installed. I forget what they're called exactly, but we can get up to 90 a second with these guys. And so with ultra fast belts, we're not going to need more lanes, I don't think, even into the later game. And so that will establish plenty of goodness. Now, solder we are making down here. So I'm fine putting that on a belt here. Where can I navigate it, though? I think through the middle of red. I also need to be careful. I need to be careful of stack inserters, because we're going to do those at some point. Okay, so there's solder. Hey, Chunny. How's it going? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm doing well. Leave some space for more green circuits if I need them. I can always move those up. We also need space for blue belt. Okay. I think that's maybe far enough. We'll build them over here. What mods are you playing with? Oh, and then we needed alumina and silica. This will be my alumina and silica. Oh, crap. That's one tile in the wrong spot. Ah, it's too far. Alright. Shoot, that does kind of land in just the wrong spot, doesn't it? We'll have it go this way and then up. This is a spaghetti mess, but that's how malls are supposed to be made, right? Angel Bobs and Clowns. Clowns is one I haven't tried. But, yeah, there's nothing wrong with being scared of Pynodons. It is extremely worth being scared of. I mean, scared is the wrong word. It's not scary. It's just too much. It's overwhelming for a lot of players, for a lot of reasons. It is overwhelming. And I don't mind stealing silica for this, because it's not going to be all that much. And so now we need Cermat. It's made in a foundry. Okay, I actually didn't see that coming. We're gonna blow 4 of our blue chips to make an electric foundry. For the first time. Yeah, Pyanodons without quality of life, that is definitely scary. Definitely scary. You... Optical fiber... That's actually too far to the left. Okay, now we need the steel that we were bringing over. And what we need to do, move all this over. That can go there. Okay, and then we just need green. This is super, super spaghetti. This is like ultra spaghetti, hardcore nonsense. Guess I don't need that. We'll just do this. Because we don't need plastic, we need green chips. Ta-da! Alright, so beacons are done. They stack to 10. I will take 50... I'll just take 100. I don't know if I'm ever going to need more than 100 beacons at one time. So those will craft up. Woo! Beacons are done! That feels like the perfect place to call it an episode. So... we'll stop there and then keep going with more BZ goodness in the next episode. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment below to let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.